But one of the things we talked about, of course, is our faith, our belief in God. And a lot of times people don't hear that or don't understand that. But people need to know that our faith in God, yours, and we mentioned Vernon Fox, James, and London Fletcher, different people on the team that live for God and believe in the Lord, and that, you know, trusted in Him, that He'll take care of you. And then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have no anxieties. You know, cast all your worries and cares upon Him. He'll take care of you. People need to hear that a little bit more. So if you can just expound on how you just believe in it.
Well, you know, I grew up in the church, you know, very young age. You know, Mama had you there Monday through Friday.
Monday night prayer meeting, Tuesday Bible study, Wednesday choir rehearsal.
I just be like, man. And then, you know, as you get older, you know, it really helps out in life, because you look back on all those things, you know, the reason they were doing that for a purpose.
Right.
And, you know, then I got to know God at a very young age, and, you know, it installed in me in college, you know, because you're surrounded by a lot of everything, temptations, and, you know, you have something to rely on, something to lean back on. It definitely makes a difference in life. You know, not to say you're going to be perfect, by no means, nobody's perfect, but just to know that you have Him there to count on and be accountable for you, and, you know, someone you can lean on in times of struggle. It's what really faith is all about. And it really helped me out when I was in college, because I was going through a whole lot for like football side of it. And, you know, it was all kind of challenges, and I was going through different coordinators, and you know, people always ask me, you know, how do you continue to keep growing through? You know, it's because of my faith, and I know that, you know, He didn't bring me this far to leave me. So, you know, I just understand that if I continue to just keep progressing, and, you know, just know that you have that faith and that trust in God that He's gonna bring you through it. You know, everything else take care of itself.
Right, now we know we're talking about faith, but you just mentioned something very important I want to touch on a little bit about the coordinators. Now, you've been through 6 or 7 in your, I guess you say, your young career. How do you explain, you know, something leaving from college and then having to change back and forth different coordinators and the pros? How have you adjusted and you know take hold to it?
I adjust because I accept it as a challenge. You know, anytime I accept something as a challenge, I feel like, okay, I'm gonna make it. You know, I'm gonna make it work. And the one thing about it is patience and perseverance. You know, that's 2 things that you have to be willing to do. And a lot of people are not, you know, willing to adapt to change or willing to accept change. But, you know, if you're gonna play in the National Football League or you're gonna do anything in life, you always gotta be willing to adapt and accept change, because it happens every day.
Yes, indeed.
Yearly. So that's how I just look at every situation, every approach. That's how I approach it.
So you being the quarterback, you know, running the offense, the leader of the team or whatever, what goes through your mind? Okay, we're in the huddle. You know, I'm looking you in your eyes, you call the plays. You know, I'm looking at you like this because I'm probably tired. I just ran a 9 route. I'm looking at you breathing hard. What are you thinking? I guess I know you're trying to communicate, you know, the play to us. What are you thinking as you call out that play and as you get to that line?
Well, you know, first thing you do, you know, get the play call out right. You know, because we have some long plays. That's the first thing.
You better listen closely.
You make sure everything lined up, all the play goes well. And then as I'm walking to the line, first thing I do, I start to look at the defense. You know, whether it's safeties, whether it's linebackers or defense, just trying to get a pre-snap read on, okay, see if they may roll coverage or if they stay in a certain coverage. I know what side I'm working. If not, they give me man. I know I got either side I can work based on matchup. So there's a lot to go on through your head, but a lot has to go on within 10 seconds. Because other than that, you're snapping the ball and you're going. So people that say, you know, athletes are profoundly not smart people, they're wrong, because
wrong.
Yeah, you have to be extremely smart to play NFL football, because you're talking about you got to relay something in the classroom real quick before you can even practice it. Next thing you know, you're on the field doing it. So whatever coach tells you in that meeting room within 10 minutes, you got to be able to do it within the next hour when we touch the practice field.
And it's just like at halftime of a game. You got to make adjustments at halftime of the game. I mean, it may be something you haven't ran, you know, all season, but you got to run it, you know, in the second half, because it's a different look that they're giving you.
Exactly, and see, it's always, that's what I'm talking about. I come to change. You know, it's change, and, you know, and guys got to be willing to do that, and you know, everyone has to get their input. The one thing I learned about football is communication.
Right.
You know, a lack of communication can hurt your team. You know, you can't be afraid to say anything or be afraid to hurt someone's feelings. You know, it's called communication because they're helping each other out to grow and continue to build each other up. You know, so like I said, you know, my word for the season is accountability. And, you know, the reason I say that is because, you know, myself and receivers and everybody, this year I just want us to hold each other accountable. You know, it's not that you get on each other. It's like when we mess up, okay, pick that person up. You know, and that's what I want to see from my team this year.